What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to today's video where we are starting a brand new mini series, if you will, over the next month or so, probably even less than that. I don't know how long it's going to take. Utilizing the college football mod here on Madden 19 in PC. Yeah, this is going to be an experience. It's not pristine, it's not perfect, it's a little rough around the edges, but I think it's going to be fun nonetheless. We have taken the college mod that was designed strictly for play now, and we are going to try a one-off college football season playing NFL rules. So by that standpoint, there's going to be like the scouting and stuff's not going to be, it's going to be pretty much non-existent. We can only do 1 year because there's no way to, have people graduate and all that different stuff. And obviously with like the divisions, it's going to look a little bit weird. Like within our own division, we have Texas, Virginia Tech, and Auburn. So that's, that's a little weird. There also is, it's not a bug, it's just something, it's a workaround that they had issues with. The stadiums, the home stadiums are all messed up. Like I'm not going to be able to, I'm playing this Florida Gators. Surprise, surprise, I picked the Gators. But we're not, our home field's like not the Swamp. I think we actually have Boise State or something like that's our home field. But, so if you can get around all that, we're going to have a little bit of fun here playing with the real rosters here for college football. Just something fun to do on the channel that mixes it up between the Ultimate Rebuilds, the Marshall's relocation flashback franchise. It's just something else in here, and I think that there's room to try and win a national championship here with my favorite team, the Florida Gators. And there's maybe another opportunity, if this works out well, we can maybe do a fantasy draft and try to build up a team of college all-stars and really mix things up. Just have a smorgasbord of college football awesomeness across the 32 teams that are available in this mod. So what you're going to see here today and over the next couple weeks is us controlling the Florida Gators and trying to win the Super Bowl, aka the national championship. Let's get into it. So now that we're through the preseason, all that nonsense, how is this going to be formatted? Well, we're going to go 2 games a week for now, so that's going to give us roughly, if we can go on a playoff run, about 10 episodes for this little series. I think it's a good amount. I'll take up about 3-4 weeks, somewhere in that territory, which is what we're looking for in terms of content on the channel. We could up that up too if I feel like maybe about mid-season I want to pick up the pace just a little bit. But here we are here, week 1, getting ready to take on the Virginia Tech Hokies. Am I worried? Not one goddamn bit. Here's how our roster shapes up. So you need to remind yourselves that these are the rosters from last year. So you see guys like Ja'Kai Polite, who got drafted by Arizona, maybe? Johnson Johnson went to the Saints. You got Voshon Joseph, went to the Buffalo Bills. Jawan Taylor, who went to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We have a lot of returning players that are going to be influential for us. We're going Felipe Franks as our starter at quarterback. He's an 86. Jordan Scarlett, who is now a member of the, I'm literally guessing at this, Carolina Panthers, I think. He's going to be our starter at running back. We got Van Jefferson, Tyree Cleveland, Trayvon. We have a real nice wide receiver core here. Lots of depth. Deontay Lewis and Stevens at tight end. Offensive line, we got Martez Ivy, Tyler Jordan, TJ McCoy, Fred Johnson, and Jawan Taylor. So a very good offensive line. Probably a top 10 offensive line in the mod. On the defensive side, we got Jabbar Zuniga, who's an 87. Slayton, real good nose tackle, 83. We got, why is he a defensive end? That's a big-ass defensive end. Okay. Schuler, Kyrie Campbell, probably the most talented defensive lineman on the group. In the linebacking core, we got C.C. Jefferson, Voshon Joseph's a 90, along with David Reese, really good linebacking core, Ja'Kai Polite, they're a problem. In the secondary, we got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, really can play anywhere in the secondary, more of a safety than he is a corner, but he'll do just fine, along with C.J. Henderson and Marco Wilson. Trey Dean's also very, very talented. DBU, don't forget it. Free safety, we got Steiner's at 83, and Jawan Taylor at strong safety, even though I think, in reality, Brad Stewart's a better player. We'll go with Taylor. We'll take it with that rating. One of the best special teams, if not the best special teams unit in college. Ed McPherson at kicker and Tommy Townsend, Johnny Townsend's brother, starting at punter. So this is going to be a big one, baby. Am I worried? Not one damn bit. We're taking on Virginia Tech. Lord knows what team they are. Let's be completely honest. So they are probably someone with, we're the Browns, so Virginia Tech could be the Ravens. No, they could be also maybe the Steelers. That's who we're taking on. And for whatever reason, they have made trades because that's what happened. Whoa, okay, we're not. All right. Got to turn trades off because they got TCU's best player, Alabama's best player, Clemson's best player, It's all about, you know, what? Okay, everybody, if you do this mod, make sure your turn trades off. Give me 1 second here. All right, I redid it. Just look at Virginia Tech. There's no way around it. The AI is just super broken. Unless I like went to create every single, like they lost Quincy Wilson, Dax, like some of their best players are gone. And then they got Pierce Parker, who was cut by Alabama. Alaferi cut by Stanford. LJ Collier, probably the best player on TCU's defense, got cut for some reason. It's just, you know, it's rough around the edges. There's no other way to put it for franchise mode. And we know that at least our team is tried, tested, and true. And I guess if you want to find a way, there's transfers. Those are instant transfers. Something went wrong on a lot of other schools. And someone like of LJ Collier who went first round to the Seattle Seahawks was able to transfer right away. And now, more so, let's focus on how that's going to be a big-time problem for our Florida Gators and our offensive line. Big-time matchup, where regardless if it goes against Ivy or Jawan Taylor, we now have to stop a monster on Virginia Tech. So let's look at the rest of the roster with it now. Their updated transfers, I suppose. They have Willis as their starting quarterback. I mean, I'm not worried about their quarterbacks. Not really worried about their run game either. We know at wide receiver, Hazleton is fairly good. He's pretty much the only playmaker, though, that we have to worry about. Keene at tight ends at 88. Some talent there. Offensive line, they got Chung, 86. Pierce Parker, the transfer from Alabama. He's a 91. He's the best player on that O-line. Nijman, outrageous athlete. Had an insane pro day for Virginia Tech. Look at that. He's 6'7", 314, and he got fucking 88 acceleration. That's ridiculous. Defensively, they got LJ Collier, the transfer from TCU. He's going to cause us easily the most trouble, along with Ricky Walker. Not sure if he got drafted. I did have him to the Philadelphia Eagles in a couple of the mock drafts that we did. They got Alaferi, the transfer from Stanford. Ashby. Thank God the Edmonds brothers aren't there anymore. I guess that makes them a little bit weaker than what they have been. I'm pretty sure they had a lot of transfer issues. So all in all, I feel like we should comfortably be able to beat Virginia Tech in the season opener. So let's look at the presentation here real quick, just to get you guys what's kind of looking behind the scenes here. Who knows what stadium we're actually going to be playing in. Like I said, the last time I did this, for whatever reason, we were in Boise. There we go. We got all these little menus have been updated. That's a lot of time and effort that probably didn't need to be done, and it is. And we're playing at the Buckeye Stadium. Cool. Playing at Ohio State, even though we're playing neutral grounds, man. Everyone, there's something going on with Donald Trump, and he wants everybody to play on a hostile territory. He said our society was too tough, and home field advantage is the weakness of a weak society. So everyone has to play road games here in this college football season as Felipe Franks takes the field to lead these Gators past the Hokies. Oh, let's go. Big play, Tyree Cleveland. He got the speed. And after the juke, big-time gainer of 39 yards. We're also, in case you ever noticed, like, hey, C4, the gameplay right now looks a little bit smoother than when I'm getting mad. It's because I'm using Sabo's Revival mod. It's included in the, oh, right there. Let's go to the running back. It's included in the file that you download for the College Football Mod 2019. Highly recommend it. I've never played it before because I heard that there's some sim issues and stuff like that. I assume that's been ironed out. I don't know. But this is my first time utilizing it, and man, have I'm not going to say made a mistake, but I definitely wish I made the move sooner. The gameplay is definitely less hectic. As we go across the middle to Frankie Hammond. Oh, come on with the spin move. Bringing it up to the 2-yard line. It's about time we execute a damn C4 special. We only have one of them in the playbook because Dan Mullen knows what's up. We got Jordan Scarlett in the backfield. Looks like an okay defense called here by Virginia Tech. But we're going to be able to punch it in here to the neutral fans at Ohio State as Scarlett gets the opening drive of the Gator season. Oh, we got good protection. We wait. Tyree Cleveland. He's OP, man. I'm telling you, for next year's draft, keep an eye out for Tyree Cleveland to be a big rush. Right now, he's not even getting like day 2 buzz. He's really good. Maybe third best wide receiver in the SEC. Bold. Hot take, baby. All right, first and goal on the 1. Been able to grind our way up here. I feel like a touchdown now with how well our defense has been shutting down Josh Jackson and the Virginia Tech offense. Oh, come on. That's what happens if we don't run the C4 special. But I think a touchdown here should be able to pretty much close this game out. You know what happened? Because we didn't run the right play. Getting to put in there an old C4 special. We're controlling the clock. We're dominating the line of scrimmage for the most part. They have no answer for our wide receivers. We just got too much speed as Jordan Scarlett goes in for his second C4 special touchdown of the game. 21-zip Gators. Oh, Oh, Felipe. That's what he does. That's also what you get with Felipe Franks. You get a lot good, and then you get the brain fart. Pick off their web for Virginia Tech. Oh, Tyree Cleveland. He is just filthy. Taunt your way in the end zone, young man. That was simply outrageous. 80 yards. And another touchdown because it's college football and you run up the score because so American. And that does it. Virginia Tech's coach, who looks like Mike Tomlin, can't believe he just got absolutely smoked. But that's what happens. That's what happens when you go and play in the swamp via Ohio State. I don't know what the name of their stadium is, to be honest with you. I probably should know the name of their stadium, but I don't because Ohio State sucks. And now I'm working to repair my relationship with Ohio State. That Urban Meyer's not there anymore. But a dominant performance from the Gators. 52-7, 460 passing yards, 90 rushing touchdowns on the day. I think we have very strong starts to the Heisman campaigns for definitely Felipe Franks and maybe an outside shot for Tyree Cleveland. Looking at the stats here for our squad, Felipe Franks, 139 QBR, 482 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, a pretty bad interception, but he was able to rebound from that. It wasn't like that interception was going to be a downward spiral and his play was going to dip. Jordan Scarlett was effective when need be, 53 yards, 3 touchdowns on the day. Josh Hammond, 8 catches, 122 yards. Tyree Cleveland, 6 for 193 and 4. Ridiculous stat line. Looking at the defense, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, we got 4 tackles. We got 2 sacks from Schuler, 1 from Polite, 1 from Zuniga, 1 from Slayton, and a pick from Mr. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson as we are rolling as we get ready for the final game of episode 1 of the Gators college football season. We look after 1 week. We got player of the week. Felipe Franks, 482, 4 touchies. I'm not worried about them tutties. Them tutties are fine. They're only gonna get better. Jake Fromm, you got Burns there, Parnell Motley of Oklahoma. So, some really talented playmakers across the world. But here is a big-time revenge game for our final game of the episode against Chip Kelly and the UCLA Bruins. I mean, I already feel like that's probably going to be the team we pick if we do another college series where we have fantasy draft and all the other players. I feel like I want to have a Chip Kelly rebuild, pay homage to that. But right now, it's all about the Gators, and we're looking to start the year 2-0. Unbelievable, man. This is like the most Florida Gator game of all time. I think that's like the 6th sack. Our offensive line pitched a shutout last week. Now we've been sacked 6 times. I mean, we are still in field goal range. Let's not shoot ourselves in the foot anymore. We'll take any yards that we can get. Dump it off here. We'll kick the field goal, but not the kind of performance I was expecting as Dan Mullen returned back to Mississippi State to try and just put a beating on Sean Payton, a.k.a. lightweight Chip Kelly. All right, biggest play of the game, 4th and 10. We got just under 2 minutes to go. I mean, the game's not over. We still have all 3 of our timeouts, but we desperately need to get a first down here. Just not been playing good football. We'll go across to the tight end right away, and he makes the grab. Deontay Lewis, who had that ridiculous touchdown that was called back on a holding call, comes up big yet again. The drive continues. A field goal can win it for the Gators, but we want a touchdown so we don't have to deal with the weird field goal animation bullshit. All right, here we go. 3rd and 5. Just trying to ground and pound this one in there. We're actually going to go with the quick reverse on the C4 special. Scarlett's kind of gassed right now. He's just one man to beat, and that's the worst juke of all time. But he picks up the face mask, which is going to give us at least one more C4 specialist hit. But for the love of God, sub in Malik Davis or someone. Give me something with some speed here. We're accepted 1st and goal on the 3. We'll burn a timeout to gather ourselves here. And a C4 special win it. Now, they'd have no timeouts. I don't know if, because they burned their timeouts on this drive, if I'm going to get locked into that stupid field goal thing or not. But there, we got one opportunity here. And yes, it's Pirine in the backfield trying to win it for the Gators. And he does. Gets to the outside. C4 special. Go ahead touchdown with 3 seconds left. And just like that, in an epic collapse from an offensive line perspective. We literally had 0 pocket for Felipe Franks. Coming off a dominant week 1 victory, we're able to find a way to win ugly, which is the mantra of a team that can go on and win a national championship. So full kudos for the Gators for hanging in there. I mean, we have a good special teams unit. It might as well flex on them just a little bit as DTR, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, did his best to try and keep UCLA in it. Looking at our team, Franks was not super hot. 200 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. You know, we ran the ball well. We did. It was actually Pierce at the end. Damian Pierce, the fourth runner, to get that touchdown late. Cleveland, 3 catches, 69 yards. Nice. And you look at the defense, we got 2 sacks from Zuniga, Schuler, Polite. Also all had a sack and a pick from CJ Henderson. A great secondary as we move to 2-0 on the season. Go Gators. So as we wrap up the episode, we are here at week 3 where we finally get some SEC competition. DK Metcalf, AJ Brown, that 0-2 Ole Miss Rebels. And I mean, they're going to get absolutely rocked. Let's be honest, that's not a preview, that's a spoiler. But that is for another day. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series. As always, because we have this mod at our disposal, I'm open to any suggestions for content that you guys may want to see, especially now until the lead up to Madden 20. Hey, let's find some fun stuff to play. So I hope you guys did enjoy. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. There's plenty more of this coming in the coming days, coming weeks. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. And until next time, it's C4 saying, thank God college football is kind of back. And peace out.